Now, the technique that I'm going to teach you, generally you won't find it in any book. It's not there in any book. It's a mathematical concept, but by this you will be able to balance toughest of the toughest. We'll take some very, very tough. This is ICSE grade 9 book. It has got really some tough equations and they'll get solved. Now, what happens if you take a chemical equation? So we are trying to see balancing. Now, why do we balance? Let's say we take an equation, C, carbon burns in oxygen to give you CO2. So when you write a chemical equation, it should be balanced, means number of atoms on the left hand side should be equal to number of atoms of each element on the right hand side. This is a typical equation where the left hand side is known as reactants, right hand side is known as products. These are known as reactants, these are known as products. Agreed? Now, if you look at the reactant side, let's say the reactants. On the reactant side, we have got carbon, we have got oxygen. And if you look on the product side, you have carbon, you have oxygen. Now let's look for the count. Here we have one carbon, here also we have one carbon. We have got 2 atoms of oxygen, 2 atoms of oxygen. Equation is auto balanced, no issues. Let's take one more equation. Hydrogen as a gas reacts with oxygen as a gas to give you water. Now there is a lafra. If you look on the left hand side, we have got hydrogen, oxygen, count is 2, 2. On the right hand side, hydrogen count is 2, whereas oxygen count is only 1. Now we need to balance it, right? Now how do we balance it? Everyone in the world of balancing will tell you balancing always happens by hit and trial. So what is hit and trial? We put 2H2 and then we put here 2. So now what happens? Hydrogen becomes, instead of 2, hydrogen has become 4. Here also hydrogen has become 4 and oxygen has become 2. This 2 stands for, this 2 is like a parental property. Both the child will get that property. Agreed? And oxygen is 2, balanced. But question comes, if stiffer equations come, then this hit and trial will not work. There will be issue in it. मैं आपको एक equation देता हूँ, आप try करो पहले, ठीक है? And then I'll teach you how to do this. I'm just giving you an equation. You try to balance it. Say for example, I have got something called C4, also C4. Let's say 8 to 16 plus 2, 18. This is octane. This is a hydrocarbon called octane. Burns in oxygen to give me carbon dioxide and water vapor. If such sort of an equation comes, balancing it with hit and trial, and hit and trial is like, if the equation is familiar to you, you'll do it in one go. But if it is not familiar to you, you'll sit the whole evening today, you won't be able to balance it. There are even stiffer than this. So are we ready to learn balancing by that technique? Okay? Suppose this is our question. How to balance this equation? Or have you understood the chemical equation pattern that I have written? Okay, you may not identify, this is called octane, this is called oxygen, this is carbon dioxide, this is water, means water vapor. Octane is a component of petrol. So you're burning petrol and you're getting carbon dioxide. Let's try to balance this. Step number 1. Chalo, likhna shuru karte hain. This balancing method is called ABCD method. Not found in any book, but it's a Desi technique. What method? ABCD. I think, Nidhi, if you sit in the middle, it will be more better for you. You can see both sides, because if I come this side, it will block you. Are you comfortable? Okay, yeah. So, first what we do, step number 1. Step 1. Whatever equation is given to you, in front of every compound, put A, B, C and D as coefficients. It will now look long to you, but once you do it, it will become shorter, just because you are learning. What is the first step? You start putting A, B, C, D. Done. Use 2 pens, it will be better. Always you all are using so many colors pen. Now I am asking you to use step 1. So step 1 is A, B, C, D. Then come to step number 2. Step 2, if this equation is balanced, right now we have balanced it. But sir, how did you balance it? You should know the value of ABCD. अरे वही तो निकालना है. But मान लो ये balance हो गया है. अगर ये balance हो गया है, then we write all the participating atoms in step number 2. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. I don't think there is any other atom. Just see carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, carbon we have already counted, oxygen we have already taken, hydrogen, oxygen. Yeah, there is no other atom. Right? The first one is step is writing ABCD. The second is listing atoms. Right? Have you listed the atoms? Now start forming your step number 3. Step 3 would be your equations. Okay, how many carbon on this side बच्चा? Now pay attention from here. इसके बाद लिखना, पहला बार attention पे करो. कितना कार्बन है यहाँ पे? 8A. A is पुश्तैनी जायदाद है. It belongs to all. 8A. How many carbon on this side? 2C. नहीं, C. 1C. Have you understood? Only C. Any other carbon? No. If my equation is balanced, then 8A should be equal to C. Yes or no? By mathematics, if my equation is balanced, 8A should be equal to C. This is my first equation. Now come to hydrogen. How many hydrogen on this side? 18A. 18A. And how many hydrogen on this side? 2D. Can I simplify and write it as 9A is equal to D? Easy ho jata hai. 18A is equal to 2D means 9A is equal to D. I'm just dividing by 2 on both sides. Is this much digestible or not? Tell me. Don't go without saying no. Okay. Right. Just 1 minute. Stop. Erase. Start again. Write the equation that was given to you in your examination. The first step is ABCD. Put A, B, C, D. If there are more, put E, F, G, H, whatever is it. The third is list the atoms that they are taking part in this equation. In this equation, only carbon, hydrogen and oxygen are taking part. Do you spot any other atom? No, there's no other atom. Then try to form equations based on the reactant and the product side. So we first took carbon and we find that carbon is, do you know to read this or not? CO2. CO2 means one molecule of CO2 contains one atom of carbon and 2 atoms of oxygen. If I write 2 CO2, it means 2 atoms of carbon, 4 atoms of oxygen. ये read करना तो पहले सीखो. Understood? This is clear? So now come here. What are we having? How many atoms of carbon? Sir, 8 atoms of carbon. And how many atoms of carbon this side? Sir, only C atoms of carbon. And if the equation is balanced, 8A should be equal to C. That's what we do in balancing. So 8A equal to C. The next equation is looking for hydrogen. 18A is equal to 2D, which means 9A should be D. Divide the equation on both sides by 2. Na easy karo. 2 1s are 2, 2 9s are 18. Is it understood or not? How are you making a face, Sahasra? Have you understood? Clear? So, or else if you want to keep it as, if you are comfortable to keep it as 18A equal to 2D, you keep it, but you are unnecessarily making numbers big. You can divide it, na? Divide both sides by 2. This is a linear equation. If you hate this one, you hate this one also. So we'll hate it. इसको D कर दो, इसको 9A कर दो. ठीक है? ये दूसरा equation हो गया. Clear? अब oxygen का equation देखते हैं. आ जाओ. How many oxygens on this side? 2B. 2B. How many oxygens on this side? 2C plus D. Have you understood this or not? 2C plus D. Clear? Done? Equations done. Step 4. Assign 1. We will assign a value 1. Ye zara seekho. Assign 1. Look at the variable which is appearing maximum. A appearing here. A is okay. These are the 3 equations we will be considering, huh, children. This, and this. If you look at A is appearing twice. D is appearing once here and once here. D is also appearing twice. And C is also appearing twice. Pick any variable which appears for a maximum number. Here A is appearing twice. We have picked up A. And arbitrarily we assign A is equal to 1. This 1 is assigned to that variable which is appearing maximum number of times. That means, can I say C is equal to, now what have I assigned? I have assigned A is equal to 1. If A is 1, then what is the value of C? I have to basically get the values of these 4 variables, A, B, C and D. C ka value aa gaya 8. B is equal to 9 times of A. So this is 9. Have you understood? D is equal to 9 times of A. 9. And now we need to get the value of B. So 2B is equal to 2C. Each C is 8. So 2 into 8 and D is 9. So how much is it? 2B is equal to 8 2s are 16. 16 plus 9, 25. B is equal to 25 by 2. B is equal to 25 by 2. Have you understood this step or not? Tell me. Understood? Now our time has come to replace our A, B, C, D and get our answers. And this is the one of the complicated questions that I've taken. So pay attention now. So what is the value of A? Sir, the value of A is 1. What is the value of B? Sir, B is 25 by 2. Wait, don't make answer. What is the value of C? 8. What is the value of D? 9. Now, the problem that has come up is the problem here. Molecules cannot be in fraction. ये तो fraction में आ गया है ना, तो इसको क्या करेंगे? नीचे कितना है 2, इस साइड को भी 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करो, इसको भी 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करो. So 2 into this, now this becomes 2. If you multiply this with 2, then 2 and 2 will get cancelled. Don't you agree? This will become 16. This will become 18. So finally, I can rub this and write this as 25O2. Agreed? हो गया. अब जरा चेक करो. नहीं है तो अभी पढ़ाना छोड़ देंगे. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. How many carbon on left hand side? 16. How many carbon on right hand side? 16 equal to 16. Tallied. How many hydrogen? Sir, 36 hydrogen here. How many hydrogen? 8 into 36 hydrogen. How many oxygen? Sir, 15 oxygen on this side. How many oxygen? Sir, 16 into 2 is 32 plus 18. That is equal to 50. Tallied. Equation balanced. अभी हम और करेंगे. We will take most धांसू इक्वेशन. इसको अगर आप हिट एंड ट्रायल से करोगे ना, पूरी रात बैठे रहोगे. You will whole night sit here, but you will not be able to solve it. So if you get a fraction, what do? Don't get afraid. So what were the values we had got? Just recall, we had taken A equal to 1, B we had got how much? 25 by 2, C we had got 8 and D we had got 9. If you ever encounter such things, then straight away multiply by 2. So A becomes 2, this becomes 25, this becomes 16, this becomes 18. Khadam. Shall we take one more example? Have you understood or not? Kirtan. What nonsense sir is teaching? What is there to understand? It's all nonsense things. You understood? Very good, sir. Let's take one more. Let's take one more hydrocarbon. Can I rub this? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let's take one more. Again, we'll do step by step. Bachcha step mein. Aa jao. This time we are going to burn a hydrocarbon whose name is heptane. Heptane means 7. C7 H16. Okay, reacts with oxygen to give you carbon dioxide plus water. Let us balance this equation. Step number 1 is all about writing abasada. Abasada. Step number 2 is listing the atoms: carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. I don't see any other atom. Step number 3, making the equations. How many carbons? 7A. Idhar bolo. Come on. Work out with me. You can work it out. 7A should be equal to C. Right? C. How about hydrogen? 16A should be equal to how much? 2D. 2D. And what about oxygen? 2B should be equal to 2C plus D. This one we can make it simpler. We can write 8A is equal to D. We can make it simple. So these are our 3 equations. Agreed, bachcha sab? Very nice. Let A equal to 1. So A, B, C, D. A को हमने 1 दिया. Then C becomes 7. D becomes 8. Have you understood how I am getting these? From these equations simply. And we need to get the value of what? 2B. So let's say 2B will be equal to 2 times of C, which is 14, plus D, which is equal to 8. That means B is equal to 7 plus 4, or B is equal to 11. B is equal to 11. So what do? Rub off your A, B, C, D and straight away put the numbers. And what are the numbers? The numbers are A, which is 1, B, which is 11, C, which is 7, and D, which is 8. Sir, I don't trust you. Can you do the check? Why not? 7 on this side, 7 on this side, carbon balanced. Hydrogen, 16 on this side, 8 twos are 16 on this side, balanced. Oxygen, 11 twos are 22 on this side, 7 twos are 14 plus 8 which is 22, balanced. नहीं होगा मतलब not possible. क्या अस्मिता मजा आया? 5 मिनट में बैलेंस हो रहा है. Now we'll take some धांसू equations. You know, in fact, I teach. I'll wait for 2 minutes. Yeah, आप आराम से लिखो. 2 क्या? I get more आराम as long as you give me rest. You know, there's a girl whom I teach in US. So she was doing balancing in her grade 10 honors. So I taught her this technique. And then she went in school and she was teaching one. The teacher came up and told, "What's that?" Then she told the teacher, "This is, oh, this is fantastic." And that way she went from India. So initially they were not taking her in the main class. Then she started solving on the board and all. And the teacher is so impressed. He's saying, "Okay, do this equation, do this equation. This is fantastic. This works." Desi technique, like in kaam karega. So it gives so much of satisfaction. Not because she has solved it, because someone from India has gone and solved it in the class. और मेरे अंदर थोड़ा देशभक्ति ज्यादा है ना, मुझे मजा आता है. ठीक है, अब थोड़ा सा धांसू इक्वेशन लेंगे. ये टेक्निक नहीं सिखाया ना स्कूल में? Did they teach you this? No. But don't you love this? In this, any equation is possible. And if somebody tells you, no, sir, no, you're not supposed to do it this way or that way, then some equations I will write today. You go and ask, "Ma'am, can you do this on the board?" Let us see. Whole 30 minutes they will take, answer नहीं आएगा. चले, tough equations. चलो, we'll take some tough equations and try to balance this equation by. I'm just rubbing the equation, okay? We'll try to balance this equation. Heat and trial में तो आपका जिंदगी भर में नहीं होगा. Let's take this equation. Let me write it. K2Cr2O7 potassium dichromate reacts with hydrochloric acid, gives me is potassium chloride.
What is after K2? Yes.
K2Cr. Cr means chromium, बच्चा. Chromium. Cr2. K2Cr2O7 plus HCl gives you KCl plus CrCl3 chromium chlorate plus chloride plus H2O plus Cl2. देख के दिमाग गर्म हो गया. इसको बैलेंस करना है. You go and give this in school. Please balance this. But one thing remember in this process: do not be extra, enthusiastic and goof up on one minus or plus. Because if you do one mistake, you won't be able to find where you have done. It will be like hunting needle in grass. So we'll do together. Don't worry. We'll all do together, right? And I'll wait with you step by step. I won't jump. What was the first step, bachcha log? A, B, C, D, F. So we start putting A. Use different pens. B, C, D, E, F. Okay? आप लिख लो. All of you, when you are done with A, B, C, D, E, F, don't jump steps. Wait before me so that we all do it correctly in one go. Speed is not the matter. Doing correct is the matter. Yes or no? You understand? You better understand. Good. Are we all done with the ABCD process? Fine. Now our next step will be to list the atoms. I see a potassium. So I start from here. I see a potassium. I see a chromium. I see oxygen. I see hydrogen. I see chlorine. Then potassium, chlorine, chromium, chlorine, hydrogen, oxygen, chlorine. Yeah, no more new factors. Just check. Right? Once everyone is done. अश्मिता बिट्टू समझ में आया? सबसे पहले ABCD लगा दिया. उसके बाद जितने एटम्स हैं उनको don't repeat. Generally the idea is if you have done it this side, you don't need to check this side. Those sides are born from this side only. So we have calculated them. Right? Now our procedure is to form the equation. Look at potassium. This is the most important step. Here only you will make a mistake. Potassium is 2A. Any other potassium here? No. Equals to C. Very good. Wow, Nidhi, you rocked. 2A equal to C. We then move to chromium. 2A should be equal to chromium. D, no more chromium. No more. Only one. D, no, not D. Yeah, D. Done? इसके बाद oxygen. 7A should be equal to oxygen. E. Very good. Then hydrogen. B. B is equal to 2E. Agreed? Then chlorine is B is equal to C plus 3D plus 2F. Shabash. Okay? One of my favorite topic. I love teaching this. So let's see who is appearing more. Again, A is appearing in 3 cases. Point blank, you can assign A as 1. Okay, these are our variables. A, write them B, C, D, E. These are our variables, right? We are assigning A as 1. If you assign A as 1, then C should be equal to 2 times of A. That means C is equal to 2. Is this understood? D is equal to 2 times of A. So D is also equal to 2. And B is equal to 2 times of E. Oh sir, we don't know E. Abhi lafda ho gaya. See, we don't know this. So here we have to play some jugglery. Let's do. B, 7A is equal to E. Wow. 7 times of A is equal to E. So E is equal to how much? 7. And B is equal to 2 times of E. B is equal to 2 times of E. So B is equal to 2 times of E means 14. And now we are left with F. So let's calculate F. So F should be equal to B minus C minus 3D divided by 2. So what is B? B is 14. C is 2. 3D, 3 2s are 6 divided by 2, which means 7 minus 1 minus 3. 7 minus 4, which should be equal to 3. According to me, F should be 3. I'll wait for you till you verify and tell me. Don't copy from my side. F is 3. Did you get 3? Or are you blindly saying just because I said 3? हाँ देखो इसका टेक्निक कैसे करते हैं. Look at this mathematics. 14 minus 2 minus 6. No, don't use your cursor. So you divide everything by 2. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 7 minus 1 minus 3. Anyways you can do. But sometimes what happens? You all are like my children only. So I see the pittiness in my daughter now. Now no more calculator allowed after she has left Cambridge. So I don't want that. We have actually thrown away calculators. Right? Chalo. So time to now allot our numbers. Let's allot. Is there any fraction? Then ask a question. Any fractions? No fractions. Allot straight away. 1, 14. Then katna? 2. Then 7. Then कुछ गड़बड़ कर दिया. 7 is E. नहीं. A, B. B is 14. C is 2. C is 2. D is 2. ध्रुव तुम ना मेरे को रॉन्ग कराता है. Then this is 7 and this is 3. ठीक है? आ जाओ. Let's start the fun game now. Potassium, 2 on this side, 2 on this side. Phthalate. Chromium, 2 on this side, 2 on this side. Phthalate. Oxygen, 7 on this side, 7 on this side. Phthalate. Hydrogen, 14 on this side, 14 on this side. Phthalate. And then we are left with chlorine. Chlorine is 14 on this side, which should be equal to 3 2s are 6 and plus 2 plus 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 6, 12 plus 2, 14. Straight away walk to the Raymond store, the complete man. Done. Maja aaya? Do you have the classwork or the notebook of Glendale where your ma'am has given some equations? We'll try them also. Yeah. And this girl too is at her home now. She will get. Ashmita will pull out.
Yes, sir.
हाँ.
The teacher said there's an online my question.
अरे ऑनलाइन, बैकलाइन, फ्रंट लाइन सब करेंगे। चलो एक एक उठाते हैं। इफ सी अगेन आई एम टेलिंग यू, इफ बाय हिट एंड ट्रायल यू आर एबल टू सॉल्व, देन प्लीज गो बाय हिट एंड ट्रायल, अगर हो जाता है तो। इफ इट इज टू क्रिटिकल देन गो बाय दिस मेथड।
But hidden trial is only working for like small ones. The big ones, I'm not understanding.
ये एक चीज समझ लो, एक चीज समझ लो, मैं आपको एक इक्वेशन दिखाता हूं। नाइट्रोजन एज अ गैस reacts with, look at this equation, hydrogen is a gas and forms a gas called ammonia. Look at this. I am asking you, please balance this equation. This equation if you try to do by ABCD method, you will be losing time. ये hit and trial से हो जाएगा। 2 and 3 always LCM जैसे में अगर खेले, यहाँ पे अगर 2 लगा दे तो कितना हो गया देखो तो, 2 नाइट्रोजन टैलिड, 6 यहाँ पे है ना, इधर 3 लगा दो, टैली हो गया। देखो नाइट्रोजन 2, हाइड्रोजन 6, बैलेंस्ड। हियर डोंट ट्राई टू डू ABCD, है ना। स्मॉल अमाउंट ऑफ लड्डूज इफ समबडी इज गिविंग, डोंट ट्राई टू यूज अ फोर्क टू ईट इट, वो गड़बड़ हो जाएगा, गिर जाएगा। नूडल्स खाने के लिए फोर्क ले लेना। लेकिन ऐसा इक्वेशन अगर किसी ने दिया, इसको इफ यू आर ट्राइंग टू डू विद हिट एंड ट्रायल, प्लीज बी प्रिपेयर्ड टू स्क्रैच योर हेड and pull out all the hair and become bald. You will not get the answer. This equation you try. In fact, you copy it and take it and give it to your friends. Hey, yesterday I was trying some online question. This is one equation I landed up. Can you balance? Give it in class now. Ma'am, can we balance this? Let's see.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
I understand how to do the large ones, but how do you use taking the LCM?
LCM, which one?
The one that you just showed, the small.
Oh, there is no formula to it. Aankhon. Hey, Dhruv, don't do that. Why are you touching? Wall touching is a serious offense in my house. My mother walks with a stick with a broken, but I have told her, you fall down. Don't even touch the wall. We'll take you to hospital. That's different. Wall touching, already I see 2 spots. Don't touch it again. After fitting this tube light, I took 30 minutes only with whitener to clean any spot. I'm OCD. Don't touch the wall. If you ever fall, please fall. We can take you to hospital. But don't touch the wall. My mother has got strict instructions. Yeah. बेटा इसको करने के लिए और कोई रास्ता नहीं है। हम इसमें सिर्फ hit. That's why the name is hit, try. Hit and trial. There's no other way. Somebody will say first balance hydrogen, कुछ काम नहीं करता है। And if your day is bad means today my bad luck is bad, then you can kiss this question goodbye. ये नहीं बनेगा आपसे जब तक आप ये वाला नहीं लगाते हैं। ये वाला से हर कोई इक्वेशन होगा। एक और करें, मजा आता है इसमें, like almost like नशा। चले एक और करते हैं। This one you all do, I will sit silent. Okay. So first was I do, you watch, then we do. Now you do, I watch. चलिए। अरे the other book is with Neha. Neha has taken away that book. You want to see balancing of equation in ICSE? Starts from 1, question number 41. All balancing. Okay, let's do one dangerous balancing. And you all will do, that's my belief. Okay, let's take this. Lead nitrate, PbNO3. Do you know how to read this PbNO3 too? It means one molecule of lead nitrate has 1 atom of lead, which is Pb, plumbum, 2 atoms of nitrogen and 6 atoms of oxygen. And if I write like this, look, 7. What does it mean? 7 molecules of lead nitrate have 7 atoms of lead and then 14 atoms of nitrogen, 3 2s are 6 into 7, 42 atoms of this. N2O6 नहीं लिखते हैं क्योंकि N2O6 में हम क्या करते हैं, फैक्टराइज करके बाहर लिख देते हैं। ठीक है, तो ये इक्वेशन शुरू होता है PbNO3. Ashmita, if you are unable to see, do tell me. I have a habit of writing very small. Sometimes I show my videos to my mother. She doesn't see the video. She only says, "Hey, क्या छोटा छोटा लिखता है?" पढ़ाना क्या वो नहीं दिखता है. NaNO3. So you should know the names. This is what this is named as lead nitrate. Nitrate. This is sodium chloride. This is sodium nitrate. Okay. And so this is a double displacement reaction. PbCl2. Our sir used to explain, this one got split, this one ran away with this one's girlfriend, that one ran away with this one's boyfriend. Just see, chlorine was the girlfriend of sodium, ran away with lead, and lead's girlfriend was nitrate, she ran away with sodium. This is called double displacement. Our chemistry sir used to teach like that. That's it. And single displacement is when your girlfriend ditches you and goes away. That there is one reaction like that also.
Sir, can I open the brackets and then?
No. Why? No. You will not do that. That habit, please don't carry. You cannot go away from the society's norms. So let's go by the society norms. You go. I'll help you. आप ये step तो complete करो. अब सडा. अब सडा. First step. A.
How do you read
Lead nitrate.
no, I don't know that. But how many atoms?
Okay, one molecule of lead nitrate, this is the simplest molecule of lead nitrate, contains one atom of lead because the two doesn't have a bracket jurisdiction over lead. Just look here, one atom of lead, two atoms of nitrogen, and 2 into 3, 6. This 2 is like a parental property. Brother will also get, sister will also get. Okay, but this cousin brother will not get. Yeah, and if it would have been here, then cousin brother will get, this one will get, this one will get. They too will also get this additional. Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. First you write ABCD. And then our next step will be to, oh, I'm not supposed to speak. I need to sit. They are teaching you which chapter in school? Chapter 2. 2.4. What was the fascination about 2.4? Oh, you have a stopgap, ma'am, now. Oh, you never say you missed it. You have a teacher out here. He will eat your head 3 times to make sure that you don't miss it. And he's getting paid for that only, to eat your head. 2.4, your book is that book, okay? But how come your school selected one edition old book? This is the new edition, which is already 1 year old. You're learning from 4th edition, right? If I'm not wrong, yeah, 4th. ये ना wrong purchase किया है आपके स्कूल ने. When 5th is available, why will, and 5th, this is my daughter's last year book. How can you study 4? हम गड़बड़ी is there. आपका बुक क्या है? Order. Oh yeah, same. This one. So you all are one generation. 2.4. 2.4 means what is the chapter name? पर पुराना किताब में कुछ और होगा. I'll see. You do. Sleep getting better, Nidhi?
Yeah, it's fixed today. We're running the sleep after.
Elements, compounds, matter, and inside atoms. Hey, inside atoms we have spoken a lot. You were not there or what? Sasha? We have taken enough detailed classes. Oh, you were into IPL modes those time. No, NCC mode. I told Kritik the same thing today. Today they had some selections. I have named them as DIS, TRAC, TION. DIS, TRAC, TION. D for Delhi. Distractions. हो गया? बैलेंस हो गया? चेक किया? नहीं नहीं, व्हाट डिड यू गेट खुद चेक करना, टैली हो रहा है कि नहीं, एटम वाइज चेक करो. That is the most what do you call soothing part of the whole exercise. Telling? Sasra got it? Now you both can check within yourselves. Asmita bolna.
Sir, I got it. I'm timing.
Oh. Kirtu dear?
Sir, checking it, sir.
Okay, alright. I like his voice, you know, he speaks well in nice manner. So I'm getting it and trying. When he talks to me directly
Yes,
without,
sir.
got it? When Kirtan talks to me without studies, that time he uses only one vocal cord. Like normal talk, socializing talk. Yes, sir, how are you? Good morning. But when he talks academics, his voice is Dolby Stereo, Atmos. Yes, sir, I'm trying to get it. I'll get it 5 men on the offside. Kirtan, your drum sir is coming today, right?
Yeah.
So one day you should play drums and we will hear.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, yes. See, his voice came down. If it is a non-academic talk, his voice is low. Kirtan, did you get the balancing figures or not?
Sir, we last.
How many do you get for chlorine?
Sir, Yogi, I got 28 one.
For how many years are you playing drums now?
This is my 6th year.
6th year means by now you should get complaints from neighbors.
Yeah, sometimes I do.
Acha.
Thank you. That's
Your drums are the conventional ones or the electric pads?
acoustic.
So at night when you practice, neighbor is fine?
Yeah, so far it's fine. I'm not there are complaints about it.
Okay. But you stay in a new tower. Do you have neighbors now?
Sir?
Do you have neighbors?
Yeah, I have neighbors.
Ask them to shift from this house and I play drums. Tick, 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 tick. Hey, Ahiri, done or not?
Check, do it.
This question will come for 1 or 2 marks. If you are taking this much time, it is better to leave this question and proceed to someone else. Because yeah, this question doesn't come. I have never seen balance and equation in. I'm doing it for you since you all raised it, and maybe in some of your class tests they might ask. I've not seen in any paper.
So all of these questions that we got so far will only be 1 or 2 marks.
But balancing is generally what, 1 or 2 marks. So in 1 or 2 marks, although you might have a psychological comfort that I solved it, but you get only 1 mark. So sometimes it is better. Oh yeah, right. It's like preserving one green chili by burning electricity and paying a bill much more than that. Want to practice one or more, or you're fine? Fine. Any other thing in your school that you have not understood on this part? If not, then we'll just finish off the portion that is pending on our covalent bonds. I'll just see. Okay, we'll see some of the cases that are there in the book. Many of them we have already seen the other day. So I'm just stopping at the video here because